we're saying goodbye to Castleguard Camp. The river actually dropped enough because it's so cold out. Glaciers froze right up, even though it snowed so much that we're able to cross right at the camp. So now we're on the right side of the river to get to the caves. Hopefully we can find the cave entrance. You can see our Watchman Peak at the bottom of it anyways, for the first time in a long time. So once you cross the creek from Castleguard Camp, you can kind of follow the ravines down to where the cave is supposed to be. This is the first piece of flagging trip we've seen on this trip, but I think it's a good sign, meaning we're getting close to where the cave is. Right, so we found an old blaze and kind of a semblance of a trail, and I'm pretty sure this is coming up on the cave. Got attacked by a grouse on the way, so that was interesting. It's the first. Usually they'll hold tight, but that was a full-out launch. Had to defend myself with the trekking pole, but I'm pretty sure this is the cave. So deadly. Yeah, so this is really, really cool. You can tell there's been a lot of water come out of this. On the topo map, there's a creek that starts here as it goes underground for a long ways. Didn't realize how big this cave was. I know there's a big cave complex in here, but the entrance was bigger than I suspected. It's slippery and damp. That's wet. Totally camp in here though. Full standing room height in here. But unfortunately, we knew this. Someone has gated this off to keep people from having too much fun. It's probably quite a dangerous system if you didn't know what you're doing. We're a long ways from anywhere, but pretty sweet nonetheless. Entry prohibited. We found a little side cavern. Doesn't look like you can get much further than that. See the ice. Still cool. A little lower than this main cabin has, at least standing room. Yeah, she's pretty well gated up. Let's see. Goes quite a ways in there, but you can't see around the corner. Like 20-30 meters in there? Cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you could get too far, they would have gated it. You can see along walking on this mud flap here, it totally looks like bird tracks in the rock. Maybe dinosaurs or something, who knows. But it's kind of neat. Bit of sunshine for a second. We're gonna keep making our way down this cascade. Comes out of the cave and should bring us the right direction anyways. Totally is dinosaur tracks or something all over here. But if you look down there, you can see our lake we're going for, Watchman Lake. We've got another creek coming out of the mountain here. basically very little to none coming out of where the cave is. And quite a bit coming out here. Watchman Lake. See it just down that way. We gotta come down, come back up quite a bit if we want to go there, but not sure if we just want to strike off random bushwhacking just yet. Pretty cool. Still going down and quick.
Only one expletive.
Yeah.
Comes out of it.
Bushwhacking for, I don't know, a little while, and managed to cut this trail which goes down to the Castleguard River, the main river that we left yesterday, and we're gonna go down to they call it Big Creek Springs, and from there we'll make our way to Watchman Lake. So we caught sight of the Castleguard River here. Quite the canyon-y type section. Yeah, it's probably runnable, but could be a little dicey for sure. So we popped off the bank here, and here's our first sign, Castleguard Meadows. That's the trailhead we just came in down off of, and you can hear big spring coming out of the side of the mountain here. We're gonna take a look. Cool thing about this waterfall is there's no river above. It just comes straight out of the mountain. Call it Big Creek Springs. It's really the other half of the Castleguard River. It's been going underground, and it, yeah, the part that we were following kept getting smaller as parts went into the cave system. And here's where it comes out, so it's pretty deadly. It's probably 100 feet high at least. It's wet and beautiful. So we just had lunch here, the Big Spring Creek. Ben's getting his boots off. I'm gonna try to make it with my boots on across the Castleguard River here. I'm gonna head our way up over that hill to Watchman Lake.
Ben's picking away for a good spot to cross. Contemplating tossing a log over, I think. This one's a little deep for his gators.
Not gonna lie, I'm pretty surprised I didn't get my feet wet coming across that, but managed to do it, so thankful for that. Oh, no way. You set it down on your pack.
I never have good luck fishing and hiking. I'll make it work.
You can tell where you're at the trailhead to Watchman Lake, and you're right across from the springs. So the Watchman Lake trail is pretty easy to follow. There's a sign right across from the big spring. And then it winds its way steeply up this ridge towards Watchman Lake. We got a little sunshine. About halfway to the lake. Trying to get my camera out. I only noticed it when I started flying. It's a good time to fish. Almost at Watchman Lake. We crested the Watchman Lake. A little cool pool ahead. There's mergans there fishing, so we're gonna have to try our luck there in a little bit. Nothing wrong with this though. On the right side there. So as we were hiking up, I was commenting to Ben, I'm pretty sure this is a horse trail because you could just see kind of how it cut in a couple times, and sure enough, some hitch and rails that people must have come in here with horses at least at some time. No one in the last few years by the looks of it, but nice little camp on the shore of Watchman Lake. We'll probably circle the whole thing and just see what's there, see if there's a creek that comes in we can fish or something. So we haven't seen a lot of wildlife signs, but there is a grizz track fresh on this trail here where we're camped by. Planning to be here for 2 nights, and weather's supposed to get ugly, so chose a sheltered spot just off the lake a little bit.